Did you break my wheel? Oh my God. That's 2 cars that we broke today, that my son broke today. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into another What's in the Box product review. Today is basically a continuation of the last video that you saw me reviewing my son's hosim 9130. Today I'm gonna show you the 9125. So when I originally got it, the footage that I shot was corrupted, so the sound was missing, so I had to reconfigure a whole bunch of things and chop up a bunch of video. And plus, when I took it out to play with it, I was just having so much fun with it that I didn't record it the way that I should have. So I apologize for that. But basically what comes in the box and how it runs and my thoughts on it is all about this video today. So let's get into it. All right, so what you're gonna get in the box is the RC itself, and then what you're gonna what else is gonna come with it is the remote, an instruction book, a battery charger, a battery, and of course some tools. All right, so let's get into the ease of use of this RC vehicle. It's very easy to use, very easy to set up. There's really no setup, of course, other than getting it out and then trimming it up. You want to make sure that's going straight. You have some variable speed control. You can do a low gear, high gear, but basically what you can do, or what you see right now, is me playing with it in some gravel. And you can see my son's truck, and the difference is I wanted a more rigid bounce. Right here, I got it in low gear, and I'm just taking it through the grass after I had trimmed it up. And then you're going to see that I transitioned over to some pebbles, and it transitioned flawlessly. This is with the original suspension. And now this is when I just fixed it. It had broke recently. You can see that I can take it through some snow, but the upgraded shocks are in here right now. It's just better for me. I like it a little bit better, that more rigid bounce. It's not bottoming out, and that's the reason why I changed the shocks. But it has no problem going through snow and water and stuff like that. Here it is, the original shocks. I have it in high gear at this point, and my son is running it through grass, mud, concrete. You can see that it hit that puddle, no problem. Excuse me, no problem whatsoever. And you can see it right there, jumping it off the curb. It wasn't a high jump or anything like that, but like I said, I just didn't like the bottoming out effect. You can see that we abused this thing, jumped in over some snow miles and stuff like that. And I think right here I lost some body clips, but you know, it's a really nice vehicle. And you see that it's not going to climb over snow. It doesn't have those kind of tires, but if you get a good enough run and start, it'll definitely go over some snow. This is shortly later. You see the front end was going up because I lost some body clips. But was trying a little rock climbing stuff. It's not built for rock climbing, but you could definitely get over some curbs and stuff like that with no problem whatsoever. And you can see us just on some wet tires that they have at the park, and it took it no problem whatsoever. All right, so let's talk about the fun factor of this RC. All right, as you can see right here, I just flipped it into high gear, and the speed difference was significantly different. No problem on concrete, no problem in grass. It acted like it wasn't even there. No problem whatsoever. Of course, transition back over to gravel, no problem. But you can see the takeoff on this thing. I don't know if you noticed right there, it had a little bit of a lift. The one thing that I could recommend for this RC is a wheelie bar. If and when they come up with an updated version, you'll see a little bit later on what I did. I just hacked a wheelie bar. You can see that wheelie that just took off, but it will flip over onto itself. Once again, trying some rock climbing type of fun. And even though the bumper was, the Lexan body was coming up, I seen a squirrel probably like 300 feet away and chased it. And I'm gonna tell you something, this car actually caught up to the squirrel pretty good. So when I brought the car back, the battery was dying. So if I would have had a full charge, I'm pretty sure I probably could have caught that squirrel. But yeah. But yeah, this is me after I upgraded the shocks. You see that it lifted it up a good inch and a half. But you're going to have lots of fun with it. You know, burnouts, or I can't say burnouts, but spinning and drifting and stuff like that. Of course, it took a licking right there. You want to be careful more in the wintertime. The 2 times that my car broke, once getting hit by my brother's car that you just seen. So you got to know that the plastic is going to be more brittle when it comes down to, you know, how durable it's going to be. At some point, I probably will upgrade to some metal parts. But like I said, both times that they broke in the wintertime. When it was really cold. So my brother, the same car that actually just hit me, he hit me earlier, a few months before then, because I had this car since last April in 2018. And it broke pretty much the same plastic part. But all in all, the car is beyond fun to play with. All right, so what I want to talk to you about is some preventative maintenance. When you have an RC, period, it doesn't matter what brand or anything, what you want to do is before you take that vehicle out, you want to tighten down all the nuts and bolts, or not all of them, but basically on the tires. As you can see right here, I'm pulling up to my brother. I had a camera on the car, but his wheel had fell off because we didn't tighten down the bolts. But we had went to Home Depot and just bought these little bolts, probably like 10, 15 cents. And some washers and everything, and it really saved us in the pinch. Right here, you see this is the original time that my car had broken, and just recently my son broken the vehicle, running into a piece of wood, as you see in the beginning of the video. But once again, like I said before, it happened twice, and it happened both in cold weather. So you really want to be careful and not bash your car as much when it has plastic parts when it's cold, because the cold will make the plastic more brittle, as opposed to in the summertime, you can be a little bit more abrasive with it and have a lot more fun with it. But all in all, that's really what you want to do, is preventative maintenance, and you know, just grab you a couple little things, you know, so you don't have to wait for it. Most likely Home Depot and Lowe's will have something that you can put your car together, you know, just like some simple nut and bolts. All right, so the upgrades that I feel like this car need, if they come out with a new model, or if you're gonna buy this remote control, and you'll see for yourself. So as you can see right here, the 2 screws that I put in the back and the shocks that I put onto it. Now the shocks is just something personal for me. I just wanted a more rigid ride. The screws are a hack wheelie bar. When you have a fully charged battery, if you hit it full throttle, this car will take off on you. But you see the soft suspension in my son's car. But this car would definitely take off on you and flip over on it to itself. Right there, I let off the throttle a little bit. But I had probably a good 7 times that I had a full charge and it flipped over onto itself, scraped the top of the vehicle, which is going to get scraped anyway. But you have to end up going over and flipping over the car and so on and so forth. So I put the screws in the back. There was these two holes that was already in there. I don't know why they put those holes in there, but it was a perfect fit for these screws that I put in there. I think they're about a quarter 20. So yeah, a wheelie bar would be nice on this vehicle, but it doesn't come with one. Maybe there's other people that make a off-brand or something like that, or you can just do something, do a hack and do it yourself. So, who is this car for? This car is for older people, older teens. I say, I can't remember what the age group on there, but I would say maybe 12 and up, 15 and up. It is very fast. You have a low gear, you have a high gear. The tires on it are pretty good. They're nice and soft. I believe they do have foam inside of them, but a very, very nice remote control. And if you want to check it out, the link will be down below in the description. But I'm gonna leave you with a nice little cut up video. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and tune into the next one. Thanks.